Hey guys, how's it going? So in the last video, you may remember I mentioned that a package had arrived that day and it had gone back to the post office. So I went and picked it up this morning and I got it here. Doesn't look much like a video game, but looks like something very suspicious, but there you go. So yeah, hopefully this is going to be in really good condition. I think I know which game it is. I've ordered 2 games recently. This was the one I ordered first and got shipped out first, so fingers crossed this is going to be the one I think it is. I mean, they're both great, but this is the one I want to play the most at the moment. So yeah, I've got a trusty Stanley. So I'm going to sort of figure out a way into this. Yeah, because it's a bit tight. But we'll crack it open, have a look at it, check out the condition of it, and then we'll do some gameplay as well, and we'll see what it's all about. If it's the game I think it is, we'll know what it's about, but it's a good one, that's the main thing. So let me have a look. Okay, I'm not entirely sure how we... I hate this because you don't know... it feels like there's bubble wrap on there, so that's good. But when you can't find the seam, I'm always a bit wary, because I really don't want to cut into the game door. So just making a decision. I hate this wrap stuff because you just don't know what you're going to get in, what you're going to hit. So much easier when it's a cardboard box. Okay, so it's fairly wrapped up. I mean, it's several layers of wrap. Yeah, there's bubble wrap in there, so that's a good sign. Hopefully, that means it's well protected. No, that's not going to work. Hang on. It's exciting, isn't it? It's like Christmas morning. Right. Oh, here we go. Right, and it is the one I thought it was, which is excellent. So I'm very happy about that. So, shouldn't give it away, but there you go. It's a nice bubble wrap. It's always good when someone makes an effort, isn't it? You know, a lot of people don't. They use a jiffy, and you just have to hope that it doesn't get crushed. Right. I've been waiting to play this all week, so proper chuffed about this one. He's gone hardcore with the tape as well, so I'm just trying to figure out where it all connects. And not chop my finger off, of course. Right, there we go. I mean, right, let's have a look. Have a quick look off camera first of all. Oh, hang on, what's he done there? Right, that's what he's done. Put a massive piece aside. Okay, I can smell the smoke already, so that's never a good sign, so I have to clean the shit out of this, but I didn't pay top dollar for it, so I'm quite happy with that. Yeah, it looks to be in really good condition as well, thank God for that. We'll check the disc in a moment, but the game I've picked up, guys, is R-Types. So, as I believe this is R-Type 1 and R-Type 2. I believe it's the arcade ports, I think it is the arcade ports. So yeah, I'm a massive R-Type fan. I grew up in the 80s and 90s and played a lot of R-Type. You know, I love a side-scrolling shooter as well. A horizontal shooter is my favourite. I'm getting better with the vertical ones. I'm starting to like a few of them, but yeah, horizontal's still the best. Condition-wise, case looks decent. Yeah, it's a bit cloudy, but not too bad. I mean, yeah, it's gonna need some baby wipe action, so I'm gonna give it a bloody good clean up, and hopefully, you know, you probably won't be able to see it on camera. I don't know. I can smell cigarette smoke already. Hinges are intact. Thank God for that. One thing that always bugs me is cracks in the case, broken hinges, because I have to find a donor case, and I don't. Jesus Christ, that manual! Look at the thickness of that. That's a hefty manual. Right, disc. Let's have a look. Ah, bang on. I don't know if you can see that, but look at that. So you can get some light on it. Absolutely spot on. Oh, I'm well happy with that. That's brilliant. Oh, well worth a punt then. Because I was basically watching this game on auction for one seller, and it was starting at £8, and I thought, okay, I'll see what it goes for. And then near the end of the auction, I thought, you know what, I'm just going to check the buy nows just to see if there's any cheap ones going, because I know what this normally goes for. And this one was, how much did he? Yeah, he had it on for 22 quid, which was, if you know the price of this, good price. And he wanted best offer, so I offered him 20 quid, because I didn't want to take the piss. I just wanted to get the game. So yeah, 20 quid for R-Types, can't argue with that at all. I say I'll just baby wipe the case, give it a nice clean over, get some of the cloudiness out of it. But overall, in really nice condition, really happy with that. So excellent, another great addition to the collection. So with that said, guys, what we should do now is play some R-Type. Okay guys, so let's jump straight into R-Type. So, very nostalgic game, this one. Back some credits in, and away we go. So, two things I've noticed that are different are that in the original game you have to tap your button to shoot and hold it down to fire the beam, which in this game on the PlayStation is the square button, which you do there, or you can just hold down circle and rapid fire, which is absolutely brilliant. And it does make it a little bit easier to play the game because R-Type is notoriously tough in places. And then you just switch back to square whenever you want to use your beam. Also, I found as well, something that's not in the options, when you start the game, if you hit pause, you have the option to turn on vibration, which, you know, I know it's a bit unnecessary, it's a bit of a gimmick, but it does actually feel quite nice the way they've done it in the game. So it's not constant, it's just every now and again with certain parts. But other than that, it's a really good version. I mean, I don't know, I thought it was just going to be a straight up arcade one, but as they've added vibration and rapid fire to it, and the graphics look as good as they do, I'm wondering if they did actually port it. If anyone knows, please let me know in the comments, because they did a great job. It runs really smooth, and on the CRT, I mean, you're not going to get it from the capture footage, unfortunately, but on the CRT it looks absolutely incredible. And the soundtrack, you know, it's a classic soundtrack and it sounds absolutely brilliant. And I've always loved that, the way the background just lightens up there, like to turn the lights on when you've entered the spaceship kind of thing, yeah. So this bit here, the big blue orb, all you got to do is just fill your beam, go in there, shoot the blue orb and it destroys the whole thing, like so. So this bouncy weapon's really good inside the ship because you get to destroy all the little mini turrets on the top of the walls and the bottom as well. Grab my orb, that's always really helpful, nice. This weapon's pretty damn cool. It's a really great port, I'm really impressed with it actually, it does look fantastic. I'm not very good at R-Type, to be quite honest with you. I've played it a lot for the last 40 years, but I've only ever been able to get to the beginning of level 4. I tend to just die then because I lose all my power-ups and die immediately, because once you've lost your power-ups you're pretty much screwed. But on my first attempt, I've been playing this for a couple of days now, and on my first attempt somehow I managed to get through to the boss on stage 4. Can't beat the boss, I don't actually know how to defeat him. I've tried to work out how to shoot him and that's going to chase me. And I couldn't figure it out. I don't know what you're supposed to shoot. I mean, normally it's the glowing things, but it didn't seem to do anything, so I don't know, a bit odd. And the other thing with this game, unfortunately, the difficulty settings, you only have normal and hard. There's no easy. Right, here's the iconic first boss. All you got to do is beam the thing in the middle. So 2 beams and he's down. There you go, dead easy. And the good thing about the first boss is they give you enough of the screen to move around in. The second boss they don't, which is why I usually struggle quite a lot on stage 2. They tend to make it really tight and cramped, and it's really hard to get out of the way of the big snake thing that flies around. But we'll see how it goes, hopefully I'll do alright. I have found a way of doing it recently, but I'm pretty certain that people used to just dump the orb in the middle and shoot the eye, but I can't seem to get it to do that. The orb just seems to follow me around instead, it comes back to me. But I do think it's a great package, you know, for the price. Admittedly, some people are taking the piss with the buy nows right now. In fact, a lot of people are. But if you're patient, you know, I got mine for 20 quid on a buy now, so it can be done. And it's well worth picking up if you like horizontal shooters. You know, if you've never played an R-Type game, you might really enjoy this one. And having the 2 as well, R-Type and R-Type 2 is really good. So here we go. I don't know what that weapon's called, but it's really, really handy for this part. Because those mushroom things that thing drops are a pain in the arse. Because if you're not careful, they follow you around the screen. And it's all them little green bastards and all. They're so rapid the way they come at you. You really just can't concentrate, keep your eye on everything. And you know, it's really tough when you're making gameplays to commentate and play well. At least it is for me. I always used to struggle. Right, this is the snake thing I was telling you about. Oh, Jesus Christ, nearly flew into me. So I've got to watch it because of the red balls that come off it. There you go, right, okay. Just position myself correctly so I don't get blown up. Right, here comes the boss, which is the heart. And this is a boss I usually struggle with. The last couple of times I played it yesterday, I did find a way of getting it without dying. So I'm going to hope I can do it today. Because normally the screen is so tight, as you can see, it's pushing me in like that. Look how much room you haven't got. When that snake thing comes at you, trying to get out of the way and not get hit by it or shot by it, it's a nightmare. So I'm going to bounce here so you can hopefully destroy those red balls that it fires at you. And get out of the way. There's one more that needs to be destroyed on the end of it. There it is. Right. So I tend to find this is working for me at the moment, see if it does or not. So I just stay here and use a laser and it seems to get it. Come on. Yeah, there we go. So I think I've pretty much worked it out now. But I'm pretty sure in the old days I see people just drop the orb in the middle and then run off. But every time I do that, the orb seems to just come out the gap for some reason. So if you know how to do that, let me know. There you go, stage 2 cleared. Now my favourite stage, stage 3. Just one big mothership. I love this level. Again, it can be really tricky because they don't give you a lot of space to move, unfortunately. You want to beam the hell out of it at the beginning, just destroy as much as you can. Especially these mini turret gun things here, multiple directions are a pain in the arse. There we go. Right. Now you just got to make your way around the ship to the right, get up on top of it and destroy the big purple thing. Right, so this bit is tricky because you've got these lasers and as you can see there's just bullets coming everywhere and you've got to watch everything above you. Because that thing that just came down has a multi-turret gun above it. Jesus Christ, how did I not get hit then? And you have to make sure you can nail him because he will kick the shit out of you otherwise. Right, there we go. So just keep going. See that big purple thing, that's what I'm aiming to get to. We'll destroy this as quick as possible. There we go. Right, I might have gone too far there, I'm not too sure. How tight it is, they make it so difficult to move around. So we'll destroy these guns as much as we can. There we go, beautiful. Right, fire the orb off. Get in front of it, bring the orb back to you. And try not to get shot. This is really difficult because of these flames. And as you can see, I've hardly got any room. So I'm going to try and make it fire in a different direction. So move around, let it fire and then move out of the way. And then go backwards. Shit. I hate this part. Look at it. So you see, there's only little bullets, but there's so many of them, it's really tough to get in there sometimes. Right, there we go. Got him. Right. Just move back a bit. So I've got no room at all. Right, moving because the blue things are coming out. Right, I want to beam. Missed him. I always miss him a few times before getting. So now I've got no space, I can't get in there anyway, the gap's gone. I need to make the ship move forward. No, I can't, it's really twitchy. Can't get a shot at him. I did it perfect yesterday. Right, there's one, there's a weak beam, no, I didn't get the full beam action. Got him. Boom, there we go, finally. Oh, this is going really well today. I will die on the next level though, the 4th stage is really, really tough. And as I say, once you lose all your weaponry, you're buggered anyway. As soon as your power-ups are gone, that's it, it's game over. Because then you have to start with a basic ship and you've got no chance. However, this has got my favourite music this level. I love the music on this one. Great soundtrack. I mean, I type soundtracks are iconic anyway, but I mean, this stage is fantastic. But this stage is so tough. I remember playing this on the Master System years ago, it's absolutely brilliant. Yeah, I've played a few different versions of this over the years. Such a great game. I know a majority of people in the community seem to like the vertical shooters more than the horizontal shooters. I don't see many people talking about the horizontal ones as much. But I've always been a fan ever since the Commodore 64, I've always been into horizontal shoot 'em ups. You gotta watch this, it's so tricky man, they're just coming everywhere on this bit. And this little bastard that's following me at the back here, I can't get round him, I'm trying to get up and round like that. There you go. Then I nearly got shot again, so, oh, double orb, didn't even know you could get a double orb, I've never had that. Bloody hell, this is going well today. So, you got it. The orbs are great for stopping those things coming down on you as well, which is handy. But even if I do manage to get to the boss, I don't know how I'm going to defeat him because I've got absolutely no clue how to kill him. This is tricky shit. So I stuck with this weapon because it's really handy for clearing that out. Bloody... Ah, no! Too twitchy. I knew that was going to happen. It's so much to concentrate on when you're trying to talk as well and commentate. This level is really difficult. It's just difficult playing it, but commentating as well, and you're trying to focus on all the different things that are happening. It's an absolute nightmare, to be quite honest. Oh, Jesus Christ. No, got me. See, as soon as you reach power-ups, it's game over. So we'll have one last try and then we'll jump into R-Type 2 when I die. No, it's got R, which is very quickly. Right, let's jump into R-Type 2. Right, here we go guys, R-Type 2. So this is what Super R-Type is based on from what I can see, because it's the same level design. Although Super R-Type has the advantage of being a lot more accessible and playable, I find R-Type 2 to be so difficult. The furthest I've gotten so far is the end of level boss on level 2, and I can't defeat him. In fact, no, it wasn't the boss. Sorry, I got that wrong. It was the mid. There's a crab thing in the middle. I got past him just about, but I couldn't get to the boss. Or did I get? No, hang on. Tunnel lie. I did get to the boss. I just realised it's the boss that moves around, and I couldn't. I think that's right. Anyway, I can't get off level 2. That's the most important part. And stage 1 is difficult enough. But you get a massive upgrade in graphics on the second one, and the music is fantastic on this game. It's, you know, being used to the Super Nintendo version, the PS1 rendition is absolutely incredible. And it really is just like a souped up version of the Super Nintendo game. It's fantastic, it really is. The boss is different on stage 1 as well. You don't get the one that you get on the SNES, which is a much easier boss to defeat. The one on this original game is a pain in the arse because it can make it really difficult to defeat. I thought I wasn't going to get that in. Brilliant. But you know, as you can see straight away, I mean, going from the first one to this, the difference in graphics and detail, they upgraded it immediately. It's so much nicer to look at. Not that the first game isn't brilliant anyway, it's a beautiful game, but this one's just got so much more to it. So let's try and focus, because I will get absolutely destroyed very quickly on this otherwise. And yeah, it must be down to the CD technology, but that soundtrack is absolutely brilliant on this game. I think in fact it's, well, even though the game's really hard, I do actually think it's worth owning the R-Types collection just for R-Type 2, to be honest, because the music is so bloody good on it. And having the auto fire is so much better. It can make a big difference, especially when you get things like that happen when those snake things come at you. I do not like those at all. So I'm just trying to keep an eye on all the bullets. I really do have a power up actually. In fact, I've just got one, brilliant. Oh, nice. So usually I just got the top here. I did this with the Super Nintendo version and let the missiles take care of everything below. And try not to go too far forward because I nearly got shot twice then. I'll come back down and destroy that one. And see, and then the one at the top does a sneaky... So the thing with R-Type, they always try and throw sneaky bullets at you. There's a big dude coming down. You can double up your beam as well, just like you can on the Super Nintendo, which is very nice. Unfortunately, he's not giving me the opportunity. Oh, I totally cocked that up, didn't I? Oh, I thought I'd lost the power and I managed to just grab it. That was so lucky. I thought he was going to go off screen. Watch this because they'll come up behind him. Yeah, I thought one more was going to come and shoot me up the arse. Right, boss time. So I'd say different boss to what you get on the SNES. This is the original arcade boss, I believe. The music is so good though. It sounds so Super Nintendo, it's brilliant. Anyway, this is a pain in the arse, so I'm going to be careful here. So I'll concentrate. I think I've found the best way to do it is to use just the beam. Oh, you bastard. Use the lasers, sorry, not use the beam. I try and beam him and I don't get anywhere. If I just fire my weapon, I can get him. But it's that white lightning thing he fires at you. That bloody thing gets me every time. It's so fast the way it comes out. You know, and he fires it in two different directions as well as you're fighting him. He's a right pain in the arse. Come on, come on, come on. Jesus Christ, this is tight. Get it. Oh, thank God. Oh, turn the speed up. He fires that beam for too long. Jesus Christ, this is tight. Oh, here we go. Back on track. I can't do this boss tonight. It's really frustrating, that is. I played it last night. I killed him first time. Right, let's see if we can do it again. I just want to show you the second level because even though I can't beat it, it looked great graphically. The water looks so nice. If you know from the SNES, with the water at the bottom and the waterfalls, it looked brilliant on the PlayStation. And the music, the soundtrack is so good on the PlayStation version. See what I mean? Double directions. I hate that bloody thing. It makes me so twitchy. Got him. I hate that boss. Like, total paranoia. It's probably easier when you're using an arcade stick, but when you're using a D-pad, it can be really, really difficult. Here you go. The music is so good on this bit. Look at the water. It's just fantastic. Concentrate, Pete. It's the ones that come directly at you are the worst, and when they come up behind you, it'll make it really, really tough. So I'll see how far I can get. I don't think I'm going to get to the end of this level because it's really, really hard. Well, for me it is. But look how beautiful it is graphically. They look great compared to the first game. Unbelievable. I don't know how many years there were between them, but they did a fantastic job with this game. Oh shit. Oh, I've got a crappy laser. I didn't want that. I should have stuck with what I had. It would have been much better for what's coming up in a minute. That's a little frustrating. Because now I'm going to get these things below me, which is what I needed that weapon for. I should have kept it. It was a mistake changing to laser. Because this bit is tough as hell. I just realised it homes in. I never realised that with the laser. It's going up top and homing in. Actually, that might be quite handy. Because this bit I really struggle with. See how fast that crab thing, or whatever the hell it is, come down at me. Or, oh Jesus Christ! How did I not get killed then? That was so jammy. Okay, I'm not gonna jinx it, so I'm not gonna say anything. I'm sure you know what I'm thinking. It's that waterfall. If it's like the SNES, it slows you down, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. It pushes you down. Right. Oh, you son of a bitch! That I can't believe that. Just against that crab thing there. So annoying. You know, this CRT is without doubt the best CRT I've ever owned. The picture quality is ridiculous on it. It's so good. Oh, come off it. Oh, thank God for that. Thank you, dude. You saved me. Oh, that's it. Give me speed up. I need a weapon. I've got no chance otherwise. Right, this is not fun. I just don't know how you defeat this bloke quickly. I don't, oh, shit. Get me out the gap, get me out the gap, please. Thank you. Oh, bloody hell, this is tight. They don't give you any room for movement. Ah! Brutal game. We'll leave it there anyway. So there you go, guys, that's R-Types. So yeah, really happy we have bought this. Great addition to the collection. You know, R-Type 1 and 2, two great games, and I'm going to still keep trying to play R-Type 2. It is really hard, but I'm going to stick with it because I want to try and get a bit further. And also I'm going to continue to try and beat that boss on level 4 of the first game, if I actually get back there, because who knows, I might never get there again. But yeah, really, really impressed with the ports. As I say, the game, I got it for 20 quid, so I would say just be patient. You can get a good deal on this because people are asking double that at the moment, so you just have to take your time. And as I'm finding out, with the more higher price games, you really need to just go for the auctions as well. I got very lucky with buy now on this, but generally auctions seem to give you a much fairer idea of what games are worth than what these buy nows are, because a lot of them are just crazy. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more content from me, just subscribe to the channel and ring the notification bell, and I'll see you in the next video.